All right. Okay, so another day down. Losing my voice apparently. So today was shoulders day. Shoulders and actually just shoulders. And how I wanted to start this video was, I've talked a lot about this before, but the idea of having the best laid plans and understanding when you set a goal for yourself, you're simultaneously setting yourself up for obstacles, for momentary failure, and for setbacks. And so today I got to experience just one of those. So I've been following what's called a linear progression program, meaning that every so often you increase the weight or you increase the reps, you increase the difficulty level as time goes on. You do it according to a specific plan of action. So I've been following this plan for actually almost since the start of the year. And the last few weeks, I've been taking the last few weeks off for a multitude of reasons. Number one is I just haven't been sleeping very well. In fact, at all almost. It feels like I haven't slept in a few months, but that's mostly to do with the fact that I live downtown. It's very noisy and it's also incredibly hot, so I have to keep this door open, and because I keep the door open, I hear even more noise, and there's sirens every 5 minutes, so I just haven't been sleeping. Wow, didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole, but anyhow, that's one part. And the second part is, sometimes you feel great and sometimes you don't feel great. In the last 2 or 3 weeks, I just haven't been feeling super awesome. So I haven't been getting into the gym and doing the workouts I normally would be doing. Anyhow, so today I went in to do my shoulder workout, and according to my plan, I was supposed to hit X number of reps, X number of weight, and very quickly I did not. I realized that, you know what, as much as I wanted to hit these numbers, there's just no way on this earth that I was ever going to get my reps in, get my weight in. So I had to pull everything back and be okay with having a setback, with doing the best that I could in the moment with what I had as far as energy and whatnot to put into the program as I did. And I'm okay with that. You know, I've come to this point in my life where with my training, you know, I don't beat myself up as much as I used to. If I go into the gym one day and, you know, I can't get the number of reps that I told myself I would, or I don't hit the number of weight, the number of pounds and the weight that I wanted to hit. That's just how life is gonna go sometimes. And then what you do is you go, okay, well, I'm gonna put a mark here and I say, okay, well, I didn't hit what I intended to today, but I did hit this. So I'll just start from here again, and then I'll move on next week, and I'll move up a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Maybe here I'll have to come back a little bit, and I'll move a little bit more, and a little bit more. And what doesn't matter is hitting everything perfectly every single time. What does matter is that when you do hit a speed bump and you have to regress a little bit, you just allow yourself that time and that space to do so, and then you continue on again. So I experienced that today. You know, we'll see next week. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better. I don't feel terrible about the workout. I just kind of did, you know, went through the motions and did what I could with what I had, you know, to give today. So one thing I did want to touch on today is I bumped into a friend yesterday, and I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he asked me if I'm still vegan, and of course I raised my hand and said, yes, of course I'm vegan. Can I tell you about being vegan? I just want to talk about being a vegan as much as I possibly can, because that's what vegans do. No, I didn't do that. But yeah, so he asked me if I was still vegan, and yes, I told him I'm still vegan, and he asked me, what is the best thing that you've noticed about being vegan as far as performance is concerned? So as far as being in the gym, he's very active himself. He's actually a personal trainer himself, and you know, that's of interest to him. And so the number one thing I mentioned to him, for me anyways, and for the people that I've spoken to that I know are also vegan, is recovery time. Recovery time after a workout or after a very strenuous maybe hike or something like that. I know, you know, it's been a long time, but I can remember back before, and my recovery time might be 3, 4, 5 days for some workouts if it's really, really strenuous. And now I'm into my mid-30s, and I'm recovering, you know, the next day. I could, if I really wanted to, I could probably do the same workout that I did today tomorrow. So that's number one. But actually, there's another one that I didn't tell him about that I will tell you, it's my second favorite thing about the vegan diet. You know, it's this outside of like the environmental and compassionate side of the diet. My second favorite thing, but I'm going to save that for the end of the video, so I'll let you know what that is after this video. And the last thing I want to talk about, but most important of all, 2 seconds. I'm going to have to go get my phone. I'll be just hang tight for just a second. All right, trip over my beanbag chair here. The thing I wanted to share. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm watching my own video apparently. How do I stop it? Here we go. Is Erik Kindborn. Erik Kindborn is a total boss. This dude has been dropping comments on every video I think I've ever made or put up on YouTube since as long as I can remember. And I just want to give him a shout out because, man, I saw your comment today and it warmed my heart. I appreciate you taking the time to leave it, and it really does mean a lot to me. So he said, all day, man, referring to you know, what we were speaking about yesterday in the video, keep putting your heart out there and being authentic. I think people will start appreciating authenticity more as the years go. Keep evolving, man. Check out Infinite Waters here on YouTube for good vibes. So I haven't checked out Infinite Waters yet, but I'm going to after I make this video. But I just want to give you a big shout out, Erik. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all the comments that you left over the year, or over the, not years, but over the months. And yeah, really appreciate it. All right, without any further ado, let's get into today's workout. Started with military press and went on from there. And I'll see you after the video for the second best thing about being a vegan.
Okay, so as I mentioned, I haven't really been getting any sleep lately. I think conservatively I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. So I came into this workout knowing that it wasn't going to be spectacular. But anyhow, you know, got to do what you got to do. So as my first warm-up set, it was 135 for 3. And today I was supposed to go, if I was going to go by my program, I'm supposed to do 5 sets of 175 reps at 175. But I knew I wasn't going to get that, so I dropped it down to 170, and I thought maybe I could get 5 reps of 170. But as we see here, you know, best laid plans. First one went up not too bad, but as you can see, number 2 was a grind, and number 3 barely got it out, squeaked that one out just barely. So I knew that you know, this probably wasn't going to be the best workout ever, so I just jumped right up to the 1 rep. And again, today was supposed to be a 1 rep of 200. I knew I wasn't going to get 200, so did 190, and grounded out. You know, it is what it is. Got it up. That's all that matters. Something I'm trying to work on a lot is, especially if I was doing, you know, all the sets for this workout, is that pause at the top. I'm trying to get that core and hip stability because I definitely lack it. So working on them as best I can. Then I dropped it down to 160 and did 5 reps at 160. Just squeaked out the last one here. So, you know, came in, I was supposed to do 5 sets of 5 for 175, and I did 2 sets of 160 for 5. And then here I went to go do 160 again for another set, and just got 3. So really, you know, did my best, and that's all you can do. You know, all you can do is what you can do, and that's what I did. All you can do is what you can do, and that's what I did. Words to live by. I kind of hung out here because I was kidding myself that I was going to try and squeeze out a couple extra reps, but didn't. Okay, so then on to seated dumbbell press. 70 pounds, 8 reps. So 5 sets of these guys. Again, kind of sticking to the 5. What I'll do is I'll do like a heavy lift at the start, and usually I'll do like a 5-3, 1-3, 5-5, 5. So 5 reps, 3 reps, 1 rep max, 3 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps. And then I'll do 5 sets, 5 sets of 8 reps of something. And then the last set, I'll either do 3 to 5 sets of like 8 to 12 reps of an exercise. So this one is the 5 sets of 8 for dumbbell press and 70 pounds. And wasn't feeling awful on these, but just knew I was more than anything. Oh yeah, that happened. Forgot. So let's count these reps out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I had good form on these ones. 6, 7, 8. Can I get an? Come on, Taylor. You can do a 9th. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay. So that happened, and then you're just gonna have to take me at my word that I got those reps in. I think I did like 15, 16 reps, and I think I upped the weight too. I went up from 70 to 90 pounds, and then okay, so then last set. Oh no, this is the 4th set. Pardon me. 4th set, 70 pounds, 8 reps. Really just mixing it up. Trying to confuse the muscles, as they say, as the bro science would tell you to do. But not actually, just doing the exact same exercise here for, did I get 8 reps? Am I lying to you guys? I thought I did 8 reps. This is 6 for sure. I didn't go past 6. I was dying on the last rep of this one. So really feeling that fatigue at the end of this set here. Starting to set in. You know that feeling when you're not sure if you're awake or asleep? No? Oh. Well, I do. Okay, lateral raise. what does that say? 30 reps? 30 pounds, 10 reps. That makes more sense. 10 reps, 30 pounds. I know a lot of guys go heavier on these. I don't like to. I tend to... it tends to strain my elbow a little bit, so I just, do these more than anything just to get the movement in and maybe focus a little bit more on the down phase of these, like the eccentric movement. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm just here to lift some weight. I did another set of these. I actually did 3 sets, but I'm learning that multitasking maybe is something that I could improve on, because I keep forgetting to hit the record button. So just like that set where I did 90 pounds for 25 reps, but unfortunately the camera fell when I was doing overhead press, you're just gonna have to take me at my word that I did another set of 30 pounds here. And then, if I really have high hopes of being an Instagram model, I'm gonna have to work on these tiny childlike traps that I have. So I got some shoulder shrugs in, and I'm staring deeply into the camera without even realizing. I'm actually not looking at the lens. I'm looking well beyond. I got that 1,000-yard stare, as they say. I think I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat later. So I did, 20 reps of these. I'm not really sure. I don't normally do shoulder shrugs. I try not to do too many shoulder shrugs, because I know that my shoulders are probably just like everybody else's, maybe a little bit more elevated than they should be. But it's an area that I know is maybe aesthetically a little bit disproportionate to other parts of my physique. And here doing some ab roller. Oh, I guess that cut off. Back to shoulder shrugs. I think this is the last thing. I think I just stopped after this. I was pretty tired, and I was happy with just the fact that I got in today. So tonight I'm going to I'm going to take a sleeping medication. It's a herbal remedy, and I'm hoping that that helps my sleep, so that I can wake up tomorrow and do some squats and some bench press and some other stuff, and just feel super awesome, and have a great workout, and have a great weekend as well, because it's Friday tomorrow, and I can't wait for the weekend. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, there's one last thing.
All right, so the second best thing about being a vegan is you can eat a ton of food and you don't feel like crap about an hour later. So think about if you're not vegan, or if you're omnivore, or if you eat a big meal full of cheese or meat or dairy, the likelihood is that you're not going to feel super great an hour later, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours later. You might even feel like crap the next day. Well, I don't. I can eat as much food as I want, and I might feel like I need to lay down for 30 minutes. But 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, I am good to go, and I can get up and go do all the things that I would normally do. So, aside from the environmental impact and the fact that you don't have to contribute to the horror show that's going on, maybe that's something that you want to consider. If you like to eat, guess what? You can eat a lot, and you can eat a lot and feel great not even that much longer after, 30 minutes or so. So if you want to speed up recovery, anecdotally, of course, there's evidence showing that could be the case, but at least anecdotally for myself and everybody else that I've ever spoken to that's into fitness and is a vegan or has been vegan for quite some time, man, your recovery, I can almost guarantee you will jump through the roof. And next time you have a big cheat meal or you want to go plow through a bunch of food, and so long as it's vegan and it's reasonably healthy, you're gonna be fine. 30 minutes later, you'll be able to go do wind sprints up a hill or something. So that's my second favorite thing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Appreciate you watching as always. Erik, appreciate you a ton. Thank you so much for your comments, and I'll see you tomorrow.